Good morning. It is Thursday, May 4th, 2023, and this is a Bitcoin noob. And today I'm going to read you some things I wrote recently. I try to write some of my thoughts down about Bitcoin as I learn from some of the thought leaders in the industry because it helps me figure out what the heck this crazy thing is all about. So maybe this will help you a little bit. All right, so here's something I wrote the other day. Bitcoin is simply trying to be a new form of money, global money and superior money to any other money humans have ever come up with, which begs the question, what is money? Before money, we had barter. In smaller ancient societies, people traded goods for goods, chickens for cows, fish for weapons, clothes for jewelry, etc. The problem with trade is that eventually the two parties trading won't want what the other has. If you have a cow and I have a bushel of apples, but all you want is a spear to protect your family, we have no way of trading. And thus, money emerged, as Robert Breedlove likes to say, across different human societies. And that is such a key point. The fact that it emerged. We take money for granted now as if it's a force of nature that always existed. It's just a human construct that happens to make trade more efficient and scalable. And it has nothing to do with government. Today, we just assume money is what the government issues. Dollars, in our case, me living here in the United States, rupees in India, pesos in Mexico, etc. But ultimately, money is just information, as Jeff Booth likes to say. What does this thing get me? Old societies use things like shells, beads. Ultimately, as the evolution of money progressed, we got into monetary metals, and the best form of money came to be gold. And that is a whole rabbit hole in and of itself. I remember when I was a kid and you read about or watch movies about pirates looking for gold and wars were fought over it and everyone wanted gold, but why? What's so special? It's a rock. It's a shiny yellow rock. So what makes gold so special? Robert Breedlove does some amazing talks on why gold came to be the dominant form of money, and ultimately it has to do with the properties that make money sound. What makes a good money? We don't think about that question because it's just all around us. Money is money. We don't ever question what makes a good money or if we could create a newer money that might be a better form of money. What is money? So then I go on to write a little bit more. What is so special about money that we have to have it controlled by a central bank? Can we have a decentralized form of money like Bitcoin? Here's another thing I was starting to wonder. Why do we have competition or encourage competition in everything except money? Money is just a construct, just a thing. We should have free competition in what makes the best form of money. We shouldn't just take for granted that the dollar is money and that's the end of the conversation. Some other thoughts I wrote, and this is courtesy of Jeff Booth. Is inflation necessary to run a productive economy? Forever, before ever going down the Bitcoin rabbit hole and ever questioning what money was, just kind of took for granted that inflation is this thing that is just a force of nature. I remember when I was younger and in college, and I plugged into one of those calculators online where it tells you what you need to retire. And then you get the thing that says adjust for inflation. And all of a sudden you see that, oh, if I have $1 million when I retire, it's only going to be worth $600,000 in today's money. And I kind of ignored it and just didn't pay attention, but that's crazy when you think about it. Like, my money's going to be worth 40% less? Like, why? What's the reason behind that? And as you go down the Bitcoin rabbit hole, you will learn all about purchasing power and how we inflate the monetary supply and how it debases our currency and ultimately takes away our purchasing power, which is what it's all about. We don't actually want money. We want purchasing power. And that's a simple but profound concept that you will learn as you go down the Bitcoin rabbit hole. Another thing I wrote, abundance in money creates scarcity in everything else. Scarcity in money creates abundance in everything else. This is a Jeff Boothism again. He is my favorite Bitcoiner, and I highly recommend you follow him. I guess that's it for today. Anyway, my goal is to just share videos from myself and other Bitcoin thought leaders every day, or as much as possible. And hope you get some value from it. And have a great day.